Hi, good morning. How are you? This is Andrew Lau, Lowsutea president. Was so happy to have a chance to talk to you again regarding cholesterol. Now, you might ask, well, why you have to learn about cholesterol? Let me tell you a real story. It's so important. We have been working with many high blood sugar clients who has been, with the A1C more than 10% and above, and we slowly bring it down to about 7 or below 7. So they are in good success. But many of these people also have high cholesterol. One of the story that this is really a very happy story because this individual had LDL cholesterol is so high, is 4 point something result. So net result, I told him that, hey, your blood sugar, but cholesterol is very high, especially LDL. You might have to talk to the doctor and, do something about it. And he said, well, I'm doing with the doctor and my family medicine have been giving me prescribed, cholesterol pills. But I said, well, maybe not just a cholesterol pill. Maybe you want to see a cardiologist. What is that? Well, you have to talk about this, heart specialist. Wow, do I need to do that? Is that serious? I said, it is very serious. So I said, and he lucky listened and said he went to see a heart specialist. The heart specialist said, you have two choices. The first choice is right away, tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I have to do angioplasty for you. The second choice is you don't have to come back. The reason is he said you don't have to come back because his coronary artery is stuck 96%. So net result, if he does that, and he will basically has a high risk of cardiac arrest. So that's why he said you don't have to come back if you don't do your angioplasty. So this is real. So that's why I thought that today I got a very much more simpler understand what cholesterol you have to look at and why there's a difference. So I thought today will be a very good webinar for everybody to better understand what is that. I know that in Facebook, there are some people looking at Facebook with me. If you you can give me a like if you can, that'll be good, and that'll be wonderful. So give me a heart, like, whatever you can give me, that will be, and you can hear me good, I will be greatly appreciate. So let's start our webinar today. Today's topic is really good because because a lot of people don't really know why, I need to worry about cholesterol or why there's cholesterol. I will be very careful about diet. But surprisingly, majority of people don't realize it's not only the diet. You have to do more than that. So that's why I put a topic is very good. It says 12 surprise reasons to your cholesterol maintain very high. And in this sense, actually, this is real because if you don't take care of it, you are in trouble. You could be potentially in trouble to have high cholesterol. And the major cholesterol high issue is your heart. Okay, so we'll talk more about that a little while later. So today will be a very good topic. If you get to understand it, you can really help you to be better health. And that's what we're trying to do. Okay, so what we'll do is talk about what is cholesterol, and what is the common misconcept, and what is the 12 surprise reason for your cholesterol remain high, and how Lowsutea can help you. And from there, we have a conclusion, and if you have any other question, we would love to answer you. So anyway, I saw some names that I'm not familiar. I'm sure that you come from all different places. So I would like to at least address 4 stages of from your cholesterol level all the way to diabetes, because all that interrelated. Okay, so first stage is actually your LDL cholesterol goes up, and when your LDL cholesterol goes up, it damages your B cells, which is the pancreas coming out of the B cell, takes sugar to the cells, and the B cell damage, sugar going in cells, that result sugar continue goes up. Cholesterol, LDL, and sugar add together, your blood becomes thick, and that's the problem you're going to start. Then you very quickly move to stage 2, because when the plaques start forming, it stucks everywhere. Go to your brain, go to your heart, everywhere. So your blood pressure start moving up. Now, unfortunately, all these you might have no sign and symptoms, so you do the same thing and eating the same amount of sugar, cholesterol, high carbs, high food, and no exercise. Don't change your lifestyle. You know what? Very fast, you're going to change to stage 3, which is you call you will have an issue of is sugar continue to go up, so you will call a pre-diabetic. Now, pre-diabetic, every doctor measure the same thing. They will measure your HbA1c. Each one of you all have hemoglobin And here we're going to measure the amount percent of sugar attached to the hemoglobin. If you're 5.7, you are healthy. Normal blood sugar, A1C. If you are beyond 5.7, 6, and 4, you call pre-diabetic. Now you are pre-diabetic, the doctor have no medication for you. Basically, to say, hey, you are pre-diabetic now, your sugar continue goes up. You got to do something about it. You got to control your diet and exercise and so forth. Even if tell you all that, you have no idea what to do. So you will maintain the same life. Unfortunately, because there are no drugs, so only thing you can help is really change your lifestyle. And change your lifestyle, I will talk more about it. But what I think might be help you is drinking Lowsutea. From there, you drink Lowsutea, you can lower your blood cholesterol, LDL, you can lower your blood sugar, and then eventually lower your blood pressure. And if you lower your 3 high, you will never go into diabetes, if you can do that. Yeah. So if you don't do anything, you know what? Hey, in about 2-3 years, you will actually change to a diabetic. Once you become a diabetic, by the way, you can come back. You will just stay in diabetes, and you continue to go up and go up and go up, and blood sugar, and you have to take medication and so forth. Certainly, you can take Lowsutea and help you bring it down, but on the other hand, you still call a diabetic in your record. So your insurance might be go high. Now, why drink Lowsutea? Well, Lowsutea has 2 things. One, you have guava leaves, which is block the sugar going to your gut vessels, and that will help you to lower blood sugar, right? Then you have your bitter melon, which is a really wonderful food product, whereby they actually increase the insulin sensitivity. So it takes back the sugar into the cell. Now, excess sugar, excess cholesterol, and salt, they will dump it up the urine. And after dump up urine, your cholesterol come down, your sugar come down, and salt come down, your blood pressure come down, plus detox. Now, that's why this product is so good for you to lower your 3 high. And important lower 3 high is so important. Now, we're not here just to tell you to, just drink Lowsutea. No, we are here to give you a program where you can able to take care of your diet, with low carb, low fat. You have to exercise 10,000 steps a day. You have to control your BMI from 30 all the way 23, and that is something you gotta do. You cannot just by self work that way. You can't take drugs to do that. You have to do it yourself to control your BMI, exercise, diet control. All that have to combine. You listen to this free doctor webinar, which is weekly, free, to let you know what is going to work for you and help you out. And also, we'll teach you how to measure blood sugar, tracking with food, exercise, weight, everything. So, and all these programs got together, you can lower your A1C even 10 plus. We saw so many of our clients get down to 5.7 or 5.8, at least under 6. We have people who have A1C over 10, 11, all the way down to under 6. I saw it in my own eyes. So that is our objective. I hope we can make that achieve for you. Now, why so high with the risk of 3 high? If you're 3 high, meaning your cholesterol, blood sugar, and blood pressure is high, the more important here is your heart disease, which you're going to end up heart attack, like my friend, who if not taken care of, they have no symptom. He had no heart pain. And what happened if this is real plug? You know what? Then he died because the heart was stopped. And then you also damage our blood vessels. And maybe with that, you're irreversible. Certainly with that, all that, you go into diabetes. This is the kind of problem that you will get. So I don't want you to get that. So why today we have to have this lecture webinar to help you better understand what is cholesterol. Now, we have lots of other webinars to help you. What is blood sugar going up? What's going to happen? What is blood pressure going up? And just a few past lecture, we'll do that. On top of that, we'll talk about, how about cancer related to the sugar? And so we have a whole series of stuff to help you to understand all the background behind what is all these sugar issue, cholesterol issue, and blood pressure issue. So first thing, now we understand cholesterol. So what does it mean, cholesterol? So let's move into that. So cholesterol is a fatty substance that is really important for your body. It's a normal function. You have to have cholesterol in your bloodstream, but that is a good and bad cholesterol you have to understand. So it's a waxy substance, a fat substance in all cells, and it built the cells using your cholesterol. You have to have it. Now, however, there are 2 types of cholesterol you got to really understand. One is called the low density lipoprotein. Now, this is called the LDL. Normally, people call this the bad cholesterol. And then there's the high density protein, which is the good cholesterol, which is they call HDL. So now HDL, what it does is because it helps to remove the LDL and lower your heart disease. That's why HDL is good. So you always have to get more HDL and lower LDL. And so that's what we're going to do. Now, cholesterol is actually very important to build a cells membrane and synthesize hormone, and also create vitamin D, and so all that is very important. However, LDL, when you get more LDL, it damages your, the cells coming out from the pancreas. It's also cause atherosclerosis, and then it form plaques all over the body, and then you'll get your heart disease. That's why LDL is called so-called bad cholesterol. You have to maintain good cholesterol level, so make sure you don't have heart disease, because all cardiovascular disease come from mainly LDL cholesterol. Okay. Now, insulin resistance is also an item that is also because it damaged your B cell come out from the LDL. So when you have insulin resistance, usually mean that all the B cells come out, the LDL cholesterol damage it doesn't work. So all that associates the LDL cholesterol. Again, now this is called bad cholesterol. So LDL cholesterol can elevate your blood sugar when you have more LDL cholesterol. And then two things not work for you is one, increase your blood sugar, it forms plaques everywhere, then eventually form more enough plaque, it end up heart disease. That's why LDL cholesterol is not a good guy for you. Okay. Now, on the other hand, a lot of people have misconcept of cholesterol. Maybe I just eat less fat. Well, that's not the only thing that you got to do. It's more than fat. So dietary, yes, has some major impact on your blood cholesterol. But on that, this is the only one, not the only one. It plays a role, contribute your cholesterol issue, but there are more than that. The factors, they could be generic, could be weight, could be lifestyle. So all that will be later on talk about what that means to you. And that is something that we're here to further help you to understand all the misconceptions. Now, high cholesterol, mainly a lot of time is due to body weight, okay? Now, if you're obese, I'm BMI with 30 and more, okay? You actually increase high cholesterol in many factors. Okay, because of body weight, you don't move. So basically, your body is continuing to accumulate a lot of fat. Your diet most likely are not very healthy, because that's the reason why you're overweight. And you don't engage exercise because you don't move much. And so because your lifestyle, all that add on is basically doesn't look like you have a good, because you have overweight. So the high cholesterol are high chances are right here. Okay. Now, certainly another thing is your genetic versus also your lifestyle. Now, also a lot of people don't realize if you have, genetic, mainly that because your family do have some cholesterol issues, and on top of that, you don't move much at all. You have very limited movement. You don't like exercise. You like to smoke. You like to drink alcohol, and all that. And you like to eat lots of fatty food, chips, hamburgers, and all that will actually generate it in such a way that you will have definitely good candidate for high cholesterol. So basically, besides generic, you also lifestyle factor it affect your cholesterol. So now let's dig into a little deeper. What's that mean? What is the surprise reason that many of this high cholesterol is really get to you? Okay, so let's talk about, first of all, lack of exercise. Now that's very important, because that's why I always ask you guys, have you been exercising? Now, if your body are not going to exercise, that means that you are not produce enough HDL cholesterol. HDL, the good cholesterol, okay? Because in order to have high HDL cholesterol, that it really able to remove your bad cholesterol, which is the LDL. So when you don't do exercise, practically you basically, because you're very busy, I cannot have time to do exercise. And then you basically, because of that, you always sit in the office and keep doing work. At night, you also sit in the home doing work. So then at the end of the day, you are not exercising, you are not increasing the HDL cholesterol, your LDL cholesterol will continue to go, and your LDL cholesterol, HDL cholesterol doesn't enough to produce to remove your LDL cholesterol. So really, at the end of the day, you need to have exercise to increase your HDL cholesterol. So what is the benefit when you do a lot of exercise? Now, that is really good for your heart, first of all, because if you do a lot of exercise, it is something very good for heart health. So what does that mean? Because you want to do exercise, increase your HDL cholesterol. So you basically give you more cardiovascular fitness, lower your blood pressure, reduce your stroke risk. All that is from exercise. Because when you exercise, you tend to pump your blood more and you tend to increase your HDL cholesterol. But if you don't do that, it will reverse the other way, right? LDL will just keep going up. Now, what kind of exercise mean? Actually, it's not so hard because all you got to do, actually just walk even. If you walk actually 10,000 steps per day and equivalent to 150 minutes of moderate exercise per week, that will probably do it. Now, walking meaning a brisk walk, not have run because you don't have to run. You can be bike, you can walk in the garden, could be walk in the shopping mall, or you can swim. It's okay because many of my clients just listen to my advice. You know what they do in Hong Kong because it's hot. But you know what they do? They walk shopping mall. At nighttime after dinner with a husband or a friend, whatever, they walk in the shopping mall. They walk about over 10,000 steps and they're so wonderful. They got listen to music, they see a new product coming on, but they don't have to shop. And it was a wonderful walk and relaxing. And then when you do that, also at the end of the day, maybe you want some little more vigor exercise, get a barbell going up and down like this. You can do that in a walk master. That can be done too, because sometimes in Hong Kong it's hot, or in Hawaii same thing hot. You can do that at home, same thing. And so this is somewhat intense offside. And then with that, you can basically also have some strengthening exercise done twice a week, so improve overall muscle tone. Because if you can do that, you know what? You will able to increase HDL cholesterol and able to improve better health and improve better heart. The heart pump better, and then you got increase your heart muscle better. Okay. Now, secondly is stress. Now, unfortunately, cholesterol, when you are chronic stress, when you stress, you release a hormone called cortisol. And then what it does is, if you increase cortisol hormone coming up, you increase possible more heart disease because you keep stressing. The heart keeps stressing. And then you also, because of stress, your LDL cholesterol, which is the bad cholesterol, also goes up. And the HDL cholesterol will go down, the good cholesterol. So net result, you have less HDL, high LDL, that is bad. And to be honest, I'm also in that boat, but now I'm more relaxed. HDL go up, LDL come down. My doctors are much better, felt, wow, this is really good. You make some achievement. So you really don't want to have chronic stress lead to unhealthy lifestyle. Like, for example, when you stress, you know what, you eat more, you chips, you have overeating, maybe you don't move, and then you're going to start weight gain. All that is really negative impact of your cholesterol level, especially is the LDL cholesterol, not HDL, is impact your LDL cholesterol going up. So how do you reduce stress? Importantly, you learn how to, maybe stress technique is by just doing deep breathing. Deep breathing, simple. In work, sitting down, do some deep breathing. And then secondly, you also get some meditations at quiet time, maybe 10 to 15 minutes, mindful exercise. And you can do that, learning all that from even the internet. They tell you all kind of stuff to help you. And then suddenly you have all the physical activities like yoga, you have to have Tai Chi, which is all help you to remove the stress, help you to relax. Even walk can do it, okay? And then you need to connect with friends, loved ones, that your children, your friend, talk about things, share about your feelings. If you really stress out, it's so bad that you might need some professional help. Yes, you do. But on the other hand, as a whole, you are very good to actually figure a way how to release the stress. It's so important. So do that, because that will help you to really help you improve your health. Now, another thing is sleep deprivations. Now, a lot of people say, hey, I don't need sleep. Well, that's not true. Sleep is really important. Quality sleep is very important to maintain healthy cholesterol level and overall heart health. Now, you have poor sleep pattern, where you don't rest well, you have imbalanced diet, and then your cholesterol level going up, your LDL cholesterol going up. Sleep, you make sure every night has 7 hours sleep and 7 to 8 hours sleep. That will give you good rest. Not going for 4 hours, because that will continue increase your stress. So how do you improve your sleep? Very simple. One, you have a regular sleeping schedule. Every night I sleep at 10 o'clock. And you will basically relax on bedtime, don't watch TV. You want to avoid caffeine, like coffee, alcohol. Now, Lowsutea definitely is okay, because Lowsutea is only have no caffeine. It's a no caffeine tea. It's actually as a food. Is guava leaves and bitter melon. That's it. And so you have an excellent choice to drink this tea to help you lower your blood sugar, cholesterol, and blood pressure. Just 1 hour or 2 hours before you sleep, you drink that, it's okay. And again, you don't want to engage big time activities. In other words, you go run, walk, step. So you don't want intense exercise, because your heart come boom, 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 boom. You can't sleep, right? So you need to give you a little bit more relaxing thing. Listen to nice music, read some book. Now, you also need to create a good sleeping environment. Like, for example, you want to have dark bedroom, relax with cool, comfortable mattress, all those things with great pillows. And then you have to have some, nice music, if you will, to get you before sleep. But they have a timing that once you a certain time, it turn off, so it doesn't have sound that disrupt you. And then you have to have make sure that you have a curtain to cover your window so light doesn't penetrate. So you have a dark, cool, quiet environment to sleep. So when you sleep, you have great rest, and that's the key you have. Now, you don't have enough sleep, actually you shorten your life, and that's how the study goes, and you don't want to do that. Okay. Now, you want to also avoid all these unnecessary sugar. Now, too much sugar is actually increase your cholesterol. Remember, we say that your LDL cholesterol goes up, it damages your B cell coming out, and more sugar goes circle around the blood. You don't get more of that sugar by diet. That's really basically higher level sugar is also lower LDL cholesterol, increase the lower your HDL, lower HDL cholesterol and increase the LDL bad cholesterol. So you don't want to do that, because sugar is actually promote more LDL cholesterol, not HDL. Okay, so you can change that. If you have not, the LDL cholesterol will continue add on the sugar, become thick, and then your more plaques being formed and form over the body, including your heart. That's why it's no good to eat a lot of sugar, like donuts and stuff like that. You gotta stay away from that. Okay. Now, you have to basically how to identify some of the hidden sugar food. Like, for example, really you have to read the label, very important, because label actually show you how many sugar of gram that used. Like, for example, a lot of people say, oh, my cereal has 45 grams of sugar. Imagine every sugar bowl of cereal, you got 49 grams of sugar. That's a lot of sugar. So really, at the end of the day, you look at the label, you can able to understand this is really what kind of sugar, corn syrup, fructose, and all that. You want to eliminate that. No sugar, basically, or little sugar, 2, 3 grams, 5 grams. You can calculate all that together. So hopefully you have 100 to 150 grams to 200 grams maximum a day of the carbs that you take will be more important. Now, also, sugar contain beverage. I mean, there's beverages that contain sugar. So, like for example, you drink a can of Coke, that's 300 grams of sugar. Imagine that, one can. So really, it whack out your whole day needed sugar, right? So you need to look at that. Plus, the ketchup, condiment, whatever you have, that contain sugar. So you have to figure out how to contain that. Okay. Now, trans fat is also a bad thing for you, which is trans fat basically transfer hydrogenations, which is make really natural fat. It will impact your cholesterol level. So when you have more trans fat, your LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol goes up, the HDL will go down. Therefore, you really, at the end of the day, get back to the same rationale. You're bad for your heart. So really, trans fat often find in like processed food, sausages, so margarine, baked goods. So you need to really look at all those stuff. So make sure that you don't do a lot of trans fat item in there. So net result, you can limit that. Then you can basically help you a lot of much more healthier food, like eating more fruits, vegetable, oats, beans, which is lower your cholesterol and reduce your heart disease risk, including healthy fats like found in avocado, nuts, olive oil, which is all good for your cholesterol level. And then you need more fish, like salmon fish, sardines, cards, which have all omega-3 fatty acid that is improve your heart health, and then decrease the inflammation of your body. So this is really good, and also your heart. And so this is very important. Now, certainly one more item I will highly suggest is you got to drink Lowsutea daily. Now, Lowsutea is a very delicious tea, which you can drink all the time. Drink it instead of drink water, you drink Lowsutea, which is a 100% natural herbal tea with antioxidant, which lower your cholesterol, blood sugar, and also your blood pressure. Now, cholesterol, there are two things only. They have a bitter melon, and which increase the insulin sensitivity, take back the sugar into the cells, and excess sugar, cholesterol, and will dump off, and the salt will dump off in urine, so you decrease also your blood cholesterol, sugar, and salt, which is then decrease your blood pressure. So Lowsutea can be drink every day. It's not a drug, it's just a food, help you to lower your cholesterol. You should try to drink this as much as you can. And a lot of people actually drink Lowsutea, even though they have diabetes, A1C is very high, drop down to 6. And people, matter of fact, I just have interviewed one of our clients who was 4 years, the A1C now to 6. All the drugs are pretty much eliminated. I myself used to, A1C is almost over 7. Now it's 5.8. So the doctor was surprised and said, wow, how you do that? And basically, that's what I did, drink Lowsutea. So you really can able to help you to decrease your cholesterol and also your sugar. And my cholesterol now is 2.5, so it's really good. So LDL, I'm talking about. LDL, I'm talking about. Okay. So you also need to have control your drink of alcohol, because alcohol actually increase your LDL cholesterol, but decrease your HDL cholesterol, which is good cholesterol. So really, at the end of the day, as consumption alcohol, you gotta really control. Best not to have it. If you want to have it, just half a glass, not too much. Okay. Now, to do that, you have to think about drinking alcohol. You gotta drink maybe half a glass a day, basically. And if you can eliminate altogether, it's best. But if you have some at home, you have to figure a way, place it in a way that you don't continue just keep drinking. It'll be hard. So you may also adapt in social gathering to get a drink as like soda water, for example. That can be done, or even Lowsutea, and instead of drinking actual alcohol all night long, and that will really hurt you. Now, there's also some drugs that affect cholesterol. So, for example, some of the drugs that know as bad for LDL, increase LDL bad, and also increase LDL, but decrease LDL and raise triglyceride. For example, some of the diuretic drugs, also blood pressure drugs, and birth control pills. All those as a flip side. You said, in other words, they actually decrease your HDL and increase your LDL. So all that is need to check and need to talk to your healthcare profession to check whether this will affect cholesterol. Certainly, statin is very good because statin actually lower your cholesterol. But on the other hand, you need to work with your doctor to make sure, understand what you're taking, what will help you to increase your HDL cholesterol and lower LDL cholesterol. That is the key things that you have to do. Now, certainly, with human being, especially lady have menopause. Also, your menopause, because of hormonal changes, can also see that LDL cholesterol, also, which is the bad cholesterol, will increase because during the menopause. So, of this issue, because of sometimes that you just need to watch that. And also people have thyroid disorder. Now, if you have hyperthyroidism, that's usually a body will react because your body would be much more working all the time. So usually with that, because your thyroid is so sensitive, your cholesterol usually go down because your body is just keep going. As you know, some of the weight control drugs have the similar mechanism, get your body keep working, your heart pump beat faster. So in that result, you might actually lower your LDL cholesterol. But on the other hand, you gotta understand, cannot be long term, because you cannot continue to have thyroid disorder long term. So really gotta work with your healthcare provider. Make sure don't let your thyroid continue to be over, hyperthyroidism continue to overwork. So that's something you have to check. Okay, so this is something you have to look at. Okay, now then certainly your gut health. Okay, now bacteria and lipid metabolism is a very interesting thing, because when you have good digestion system, in other words, your body has normal flora, with 1,000 millions of bacteria actually eat up all your fats and food and all those things, actually can influence the cholesterol level. Okay, because when you decompose the dietary fat, the better. So net result can better monitor, better change the cholesterol level, and able to get better good gut health. Is actually maybe increase your good HDL and lower LDL. So really, at the end of the day, you might want to get food full of good probiotics like yogurt, fermented vegetable, and that way it will give you a balanced diet and potential to lower your cholesterol, especially the LDL cholesterol. Now, when I talk about cholesterol, I want to talk about LDL cholesterol, that you want to be lower, and that's your major objective, and you increase your HDL cholesterol. Now, also important, you have to have good vitamin D. Now, vitamin D is actually a very good vitamin for heart health. If you have sufficient vitamin D, will decrease your HDL, increase HDL cholesterol and decrease your LDL cholesterol. So imagine if you have better vitamin D, actually increase your HDL cholesterol and lower LDL cholesterol. So how do you get white vitamin D? Good sunlight exposure and dietary source is something that you gotta have. And so net result, so go out to the sun, walking under the park, doing your exercise. That is actually good for you. Now, certainly not overexpose your sun by burning your skin, but on the other hand, if you expose your sun enough, you get good vitamin D intake. And also if you eat food which is high rich of vitamin D, like fatty fish, like salmon, cod, so plus plant-based with a lot of vegetable like egg yolk, cereal, and rich with vitamin D. those are the things you can help you to increase your vitamin D. So, I think this is something that you definitely can do and be very helpful for you. Now, a lot of people, I think you all know, smoking is not good for you. Now, smoking has a negative impact on your cholesterol level. If you smoke, it will lower HDL cholesterol and increase your LDL cholesterol. The reason is because you smoke, you will lower LDL cholesterol, so no more, you will lower HDL cholesterol, which is not going to help you to remove the LDL cholesterol because you need the HDL cholesterol to remove the LDL cholesterol. So tobacco actually also form plaques, harden your artery, which is lead to narrower the blood vessels. In that case, you actually heighten the risk of your heart attack and potential stroke. So at the end of the day, what you need to do is actually stop smoking, get rid of the habit, because if you can do that, it will give you tremendous health. On top of that, smoking can cause what? Lung cancer, right? It blackens your lung. I when I was an ICU nurse, I actually went to see autopsy, people who had smoked a lot. I was scared when I saw the lung as totally black. I'm not kidding, totally black. So really, at the end of the day, you want to ask yourself, do you want to have a lung like that? No. So stop smoking if you can. Now, certain environmental has a lot to do with, with our health. So if you go to a place that's extremely polluted, you have a lot of fine particle, nitrogen dioxide, which is actually a negative impact on health. So you really want to get away from those environments. So if you really are polluted that day, when polluted you breathe in, it's bad for the lung. It also increases inflammation of the body. It also oxidate. You also give you stress and really give you a lining of blood vessel damage. You don't want to do that. So you want to make sure when it's a bad day with pollutants, stay home. Don't go outside. Get some air clean filter area, and you can stay there. And instead of going out there and sucking all the bad air. And when you have, matter of fact, if you say, I got to go out, so wear a mask, really wear a mask, and that will help. And especially when you go to a road, especially in Hong Kong with heavy traffic, wear a mask because that's definitely help you to prevent all these bad air going to your body, which eventually will damage the body, increase inflammation, and also arteriosclerosis and heart disease. And that's why you don't want to really create a situation for you. So really, at the end of the day, there's several things that you can do. Certainly, one, drink Lowsutea because Lowsutea definitely help you to lower your bad cholesterol, LDL cholesterol, blood sugar, and blood pressure. And basically, there are two things in there. There's only guava leaves and bitter melon. And there's 100% natural. There's no caffeine, will not affect the sleep, just to help you. So you can basically solve your problem of 3 high, no more 3 high. You have high blood sugar, high blood pressure, bad cholesterol, all that will be basically help you to, control to not to go keep high. So net result, you can be healthy, to limit the risk of heart disease or diabetes. That's so important. So now we're going out. High cholesterol. Understand, in conclusion, high cholesterol. You need to understand high cholesterol contribute really a lot more problem. High cholesterol meaning high LDL cholesterol will give you tremendous amount of issue like heart disease and bad blood vessels. You need to learn how to manage that. Okay, and you do it. It's not one-time thing. It's a holistic approach to decrease that cholesterol issue. So now to do that, you have to base a good lifestyle habit, like for example, do exercise, weight control, dieting, all that. Now, certainly, you can do that, but there are certain things you can't control, for example, genetic, hormonal hormonal fluctuation, environmental factor, all those can play some role, but you can able still to do something about it. Like as mentioned, your environmental, we go out, don't go out to, very polluted area. So you do got to go out, wear a mask. So net result, you can try all that to help you to lower the cholesterol level. And in order to do that, also very important, you have to implement good dietary and lifestyle change, which including overall cardiovascular health, like exercise, and then little at a time, if you continue to do all that and start getting a habit of good living and health, your whole overall health lifestyle change. If 1 or 2 years later, you found yourself extremely healthy, because what happened is now you exercise more than 150 minutes per week, and every day you walk 10,000 steps. Your diet mainly take a lot of good uh, uh, food that is full of omega-3, fish, not red meat, and low salt but high fiber vegetable and so forth. And now I'm exercise, I'm have diet, and my weight also start going down. Instead of BMI 30, I'm BMI 23. And with all that changes, it will help you to significantly improve your cholesterol level, because I did it myself also. My cholesterol was high. Now it's under 2.5. And so my LDL is under 2.5. So that is so important. So really, at the end of the day, first step, start doing what I just said just now. You'll be healthy. And I want you to be healthy to eliminate your 3 high. Net result, you never get into pre-diabetic, or if you have diabetes, you reverse back to your diabetic stage. You'll be healthy, eliminate all the risks of heart disease, damage of vessels. That will be wonderful. And you see your grandchildren for a long, long, long time. This is Andrew Lau. If you have any question, I hope that I answer or give you a good concept what is good cholesterol levels and why you need to continue to maintain that. And if you have any question, do write to me. And basically, you can write to me, Andy, ANDY, at WAHFONG.com, ANDYWAHFONG.com. And my, or you can Facebook, no, you can WhatsApp me, 301-5644, 301-5644. Okay, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to talk to you again next week. Bye-bye.